What's up, gang?
Let me go secure for the game right quick.
Hey, what's up, gang?
I got it.
I think it's my fault.
Free real.
What's up,
Get the
gang?
rest.
Hey, I got that chicken to go.
I'm gone.
A lot of these look lost.
They
They broke. They think it's my fault. No car.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. The big left foot of Sebastian Janikowski ready to get us started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. They go play action here on first down. Out to his left. And his first look is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, and that'll bring up second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Mahomes will try again on second down. They still can't get it. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Flush to his right. This is complete to Watkins on a slant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field, all right? This is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Green 39.
They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Extra point safely through, and that makes the score 7-0. Butker now to kick this one away. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Go 14. Tempo.
Now it's Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Zebra.
Play action. It's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Baldwin. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. First down, Seahawks. Wilson to Baldwin. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Check 51, check 51. 14. Cut, 280. Cut.
Now Wilson. He lets it fly from Lockett. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A gain of 39 that time. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Janikowski good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougald. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 27. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Go, 14. Gotta go.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Got it.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He's got the tight end, Vanette. He's still barreling through. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down at will. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. To throw is Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this.
Let's go.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Underneath to Davis. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
On third down, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Mahomes to throw on second down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. On play action, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that is going to be incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Go. 14, run it.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is caught by C.J. Prosise. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Zebra. Right. 380. Go 14. Right. Tempo, baby. Let's go.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10.
Slow. Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Going deep here for Watkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Sammy Watkins the intended target, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, Wilson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, Wilson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones able to drop him for a loss of 4. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
14.
This is Carson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Gotta go. 19.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this time. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Again, it's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey. You got 3. 3 down. Z. Slow. Run up.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We're back now in KC. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Left. Black 58 rail.
They run. It's Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Bobby Wagner able to drop him for a loss of 4.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Slow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to air one out. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 40 yards. And the Chiefs are in for 6. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Butker now to kick this one away. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing is Wilson. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
14. Let's go, 14.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Get it, let's get it. 14.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. A dump off for Davis. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
14. 9. Look the team. 12. 95.
They'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Second and 6, just inside the 30. To throw is Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Ready, green 90, green 90. Black 58 rail, black 58 rail. Z.
Mahomes to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever. Now Mahomes. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Frank Clark able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up fourth down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. He wasn't able to really get anything going in regulation. Maybe it'll be a little different story here in overtime.
And it appears that with that call, they want to establish the run in overtime, try and set the tone for what they're going to get done. And you're right, maybe it didn't work so well in regulation. Overtime could be the charm. And by the way, yards count either way.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A second down carry for Procise. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. First throw in overtime now for Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Let's get it. Tempo. Green 80. Hey. Tempo. Well.
Now Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2.
19. Fair. Let go.
And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Play action. It's Wilson. And this is caught. He hits more. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They go play action with Wilson. Buying time to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Tempo.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Anthony Hitchens in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
14. 15.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. To throw is Wilson. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. An absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen.